TP-177, and that is keep your agreements, keeping your promises, living on your words. My friend, remember, life works to the degree you keep your agreements. Never promise more than you can ever perform. Words are so important because a whole lot of credibility depends on that. Therefore, whenever you make an agreement or promise, give a proper thought, give a deliberate thought, because failing which you are bound to fail your agreements and fail your promises. I used that one's word was actually it used to be the same, that one word used to be once born. Agreements were made and kept with a minimum of fanfare. People thought carefully about whether they could deliver on their promises before agreeing or committing on anything. It was that important, my friend, in older days. And even today, keeping one's agreement seems to be a bit hit a very low, or it's actually missing in our day-to-day affairs. During my talks and seminars, I asked the participant to agree to a list of 15 ground rules that include the things like being on time, sitting in a different chair every time you move in, every time you break, and of course no tobacco, no cigarette, no alcohol, no beverages until the entire training schedule is over. If they will not agree to play by the ground rules, I do not allow them to take the training. I even have them sign a form in their workbook that says I agree to keep all these guidelines and ground rules as long as the training is there. And on the morning of the third day, I asked everyone, third or fourth days, everyone who has broken one of the ground rules to stand up on their own and tell. We then look at what we can learn from the experience. What becomes apparent is how actually we give our words, and then how casually, how conveniently we break them. We don't stick to them. But what's even more interesting is that most people know that they are going to break at least one of the guidelines before even agreeing to them, and yet they agree to them anyway. Why? Most people want to avoid the discomfort of the question, any kind of inconvenience, because if you break your words, my friend, what happens? You lose your credibility. People start disbelieving you. And ultimately, if it continues, you don't improve upon, a time will come when you start losing your relationships. You start breaking your bonds which have been established over a period of time. Therefore, it is very important, even casually, if you say something, because small things make a greater impact in building credibility. You don't break your promises. You don't. You actually keep your agreements. We should never be casual on things which we say and promise to people, because it affects your working attitude. People trust more who are credible. People believe more who keep up their words. And in any group or any teamwork, this is the foundation stone. So learn to keep your promises. Do not ever break them. Whatever the conditions may be, whatever the situations may be, see to that you live up to your words and you keep your agreements, without which you will not go very far. In any assignment, in any work schedule, you are going to fall behind after some period of time just because of one thing, that you don't keep up your agreements. Learn to keep your agreements, live up to your promises. Thank you very much.